Okay, here we go again. So right up here is supposed to be where one of the milepost markers is on the line here. Milepost 80. Again, that is the mileage on the Kinghorn. So for the original line, we have to subtract the 49.7 miles because the original line and the Dorion subdivision started in Jellicoe and not Long Lac, where the Kinghorn did. And so that mileage becomes 30.3. So I looked, it's not up. Milepost 81 is up, milepost 82 is up, milepost 83 is there. I looked, I actually walked alongside the grade here through the grass, looking for the milepost marker in case they had yanked it down and put it on the ground. Nothing. If it is sort of hiding in that grass somewhere, unless you sort of step on it, you're not going to see it. I'm just trying to scan again if maybe I, you know, didn't step on it. It's somewhere in this stretch here. And like I said, I walked through there and did not see anything. So it's really weird with those milepost markers. Some are there, some are not there. Some have been ripped out of the ground and lying on the ground. Some have been ripped out of the ground completely. Some have been cut off, so you can actually see the little stub of the bottom of the pole. No sort of rhyme or reason. Like you'll see sections where you'll see a whole bunch and then you'll go and there's some sections with nothing. So I'm not really sure what I think it was just sort of random how that all sort of happened. I don't know. So again, here we're going through this low area, and we know that because what you see here is lots and lots of tamaracks. We've talked about tamaracks before. Tamaracks is a species of larch, and it has very, very soft needles. And you'll see that the needles here, some of the trees are still green, some of them are transitioning, and some of them are turned yellow. The tamarack's one of the few coniferous trees that actually loses their needles. And as you can see, they're actually, in my opinion, they're one of the most beautiful trees that you can, there's a piece of tie down there, that we have around this area, because they turn that brilliant shade of yellow. And it's just absolutely gorgeous, and it's kind of a little bit after the other ones, so they really stick out and they really pop, you know, comparatively speaking. Just scanning again for that telegraph, sorry, the milepost marker. Again, if it's in here somewhere, good luck. Maybe in the springtime you'd be able to see it, but ballast is kind of thick through this area here. So here you can see the tamaracks are just popping out. Okay, let's zip you ahead a little bit here until we get to our next stopping point. Okay, so there's not a lot going on this stretch here. It's a pretty, again, pretty straight, flat stretch. There's no real features. So we got to find something to kind of amuse ourselves here. So right here, we're going to go jump and take a look. We actually have a telegraph pole, and we actually have some stuff on it. So let's go have a look here. Take my helmet off so you can actually see what I'm pointing at here. So here you can see that there are quite a number of insulators still on there, and the neat thing is it actually still has some green ones on there. Again, these are the green ones are pretty rare to see them. Usually they're kind of plucked off. So there's one, and that's an empty peg, and that's an empty peg. And that's just a Dominion 42. That's a clear one. And we got a few green ones here. That's a Dominion 42. You can see a green one here. There's two green ones here. So this is a Hemingway here. And this one's a Brookfield. And there's some on these. These ones I think are just Dominion 42s on here. Yeah. These are just, you can just see clear ones on here. So just clear Dominion 42s. There's the pole. I don't know if there's a date nail in there. Might be on the other side. Okay, so again, just something to kind of break up the monotony of this section here. Not a lot kind of going on. Okay, so we'll jump back on the bike here and keep plugging along. Okay, well, let's continue on here. Again, the sun's kind of annoying me a little bit. It's nice that it's out, but if we had just a little bit more cloud, if it clouded over just a little bit. The sun is very low on the horizon this time of the year, obviously, as we work our way towards winter. And so you get some not so great shadows. It's not too bad right now. Like I said, it was much cloudier. Again, I shouldn't complain because it's not raining. We got somebody coming up ahead here, an ATV or a vehicle. So here you can see basically this very straight nature of the railway grade here. It's relatively flat. There are a few spots where it kind of, there are some dips around where some of the culverts and things like that are. So just up ahead, we have some stuff coming up. We got a milepost marker, and we actually have a couple of old spurs. Oh my God. The ballast is just ridiculous here. Well, there's the sun. Just need that cloud to cover it up. The broken cloud is nice, but it's nice when it's more cloud than sun. I think we have a telegraph pole here somewhere, but we're not going to go take a look at it because the one we just looked at before was a little bit more exciting. Yeah, there's my marker there. The pole is just right in the bush there. All right, so just up here is one of these spurs that I was talking about. You can see there's a couple things. Somebody has parked their vehicle right up on the grade. You can see there's a fuel tank or something that's sitting here. I don't like this cloud. Very annoying. Lots of shadows. So there's my marker. Okay, so let's pause here for a second. So much nicer with this shade. Is getting all these goofy shadows. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this spur that was here. You can see this area right here beside the grade. So I think that this is one of the two spurs that's in this area here. So this spur belonged to two different people. It was a very small little spur. It's hard to tell because it's got to be here. It's a very, very small spur. It's only a 3-car spur, and it was attached to the east end, but you can kind of see this bumped out area here. It kind of goes on for a ways, which is obviously longer than 3 cars, but I don't know if it would have been on this side or not, because there's kind of something on this side as well. Okay, but basically this spur originally was built in 1944, and it belonged, it was the description on the CN timetable says Justin Keatley. It was at milepost 31.3, which is basically here because milepost 81 is just up there. So it was Justin Keatley from 1944 to 1948, and then from 1949 to 1951 it was taken over by the Brompton Pulp and Paper Company, and it was known as Brompton number 6. So what I'll do is I'll flash up a couple of timetables here so you can kind of see what I'm referring to. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to hold up here for a second, and then in a minute here we're going to be resuming our journey, working our way to the west.